Hi, and welcome to another edition of Coshocton TV Weekly. I am your host, Kirby Hasseman. As I am each week, we come Friday at 2 p.m. and talk with a local organization, a celebrity, to tell us a little bit about what's going on in Coshocton County. This week, we meet with Executive Director of the CVB here, Belinda Williamson, and her friend Raz. For those of you who don't know, we have the UKC National Beagle Show here in town, and Belinda's going to tell us a little bit about this. First of all, thanks for being with us.
Oh, you're welcome. This is great.
And well, first, why don't we address Raz? Tell us a little bit about him.
I borrowed him for the day. This is Raz Mataz, and he's owned by Sundown Kennels in West Lafayette, Donnie and Dave McVeigh. And his parents are champion bloodline, and I'm sure he's going to be up for sale sometime soon and go who knows where across the country. But he's 4 months old, and this is what you'll get to see a lot of if you come out to the fairgrounds on Saturday or Sunday.
Well, you bring it up. Let's talk about what, if somebody who doesn't know, what is the UKC National Show?
It's the United Kennel Club Beagle National Trials. What they do, starting tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., is they go out on hunts. They break up into groups called casts. And with over 400 dogs registered this year, which is a huge increase from last year and the year before, what they do is they go out into different parts of the county, some public hunting land, some privately owned land, and they hunt for rabbits. And they're scored on how they hunt. They're scored on whether they keep straight on the trail and whether they bark at the rabbit. And one thing to emphasize is there's no killing involved. There's no real hunting as most people think of. They don't take guns out on the hunts with them. So it's merely just to get the dogs used to finding rabbits.
That's cool. Now,
it is very cool.
Do they do any like showmanship or anything like that back at the fairgrounds?
It's called the bench show.
Okay.
And quite a few dogs compete on this, and it starts around 3 o'clock on Saturday afternoon when the morning hunt is over with. And what they do is they are graded in different categories, and the national grand champion is actually crowned here in Coshocton.
That's really cool.
It is very cool.
Now, why? It seems like an easy question, but let's throw it out there. Why is it a good thing to have this event in Coshocton?
Many reasons. One obvious reason is we have people here from all over the country, and if we make their experience and their trip worthwhile, they go home and tell a few people and tell a few people more. And if they're having a great time here, they'll be back. They'll be back with their families.
And it sounds like that's the case if we have more Beagles registered this year.
Yes. I think this show, the actual one in Coshocton, is getting such a good reputation for not only its location, but the hospitality. The Coshocton Beagle Club is an amazing club who works hard all year long to put this on. So the reputation of this actual hunt is growing bigger and bigger and bigger. When I was speaking to the UKC Vice President this morning, she said this is the most registrations they've ever had this year.
That's fantastic.
It is.
Fantastic. So that's good because it's good for businesses, restaurants, all the folks with all those people in town.
Absolutely. I mean, when you're going to dump 800 extra people into our restaurants tonight, that's pretty huge.
That's a good thing.
But the other really good thing for Coshocton County is the business that it brings to us this weekend. Not only for the hotel rooms, but also for the restaurants, gas stations, grocery stores, hunting shops. They all do so well this weekend. So we're grateful for them coming in here.
Absolutely. I just want to let you know that each week we do Coshocton TV Weekly, and it's brought to you by Coshocton Hospital. Coshocton Hospital has been providing excellent health care here in Coshocton County for over 100 years, and we truly appreciate that and their sponsorship. If you'd like to learn more about Coshocton Hospital, you can visit them online at www.ccmh.com. We're back with Belinda. We touched a little bit about why it's good for Coshocton, but why is Coshocton a good place for this event?
Previously, these events have been held in less populated areas that were more known for their outdoors and for their hunting areas, maybe not so much for visitors. So usually the Beaglers came alone. They didn't bring their families, their wives, because there was really nothing for them to do except to maybe sit under a picnic shelter. Here in Coshocton, they can go shopping, they can go restaurants. They can visit Roscoe Village. They can visit the wineries. There's so much for them to do here. They can go to the park. And I think that's why attendance has grown year by year also. Word is getting out to the families that, hey, if your husband tells you there's nothing to do at this hut, he's wrong, you know. It's a great place to go and spend the weekend. It's a nice weekend getaway. And we have people not only from Ohio, but this morning I was checking license plates, and we've got Florida, Michigan, Illinois, Arkansas, Virginia, West Virginia, Pennsylvania. So it's really nice to see all this.
That's really excellent. Good job to you. Now, you touched on this earlier, but how many people are you talking about, does this bring into Coshocton County?
Well, if you figure 400 dogs, so you have at least 400 owners. If they bring their wife or a guest, there's 800, so over 800 people, I would imagine.
And you mentioned hotels. Are we pretty well booked up?
We are pretty well booked up. Our neighboring counties like it when we have events because the Hampton Hotel in New Town is full. They go to Zanesville, Cambridge, all over.
We have just another extra minute, so I want to just mention, how are things going at the CVB overall?
We've been really busy. We're trying to keep up with technology, and I'm actually very happy with our website. You can now book hotels online directly on our website. We've been putting out e-newsletters. We are working with the amphitheater. The amphitheater is opening this summer, and we're working on an online ticketing program where you can buy tickets for the amphitheater and a hotel room right on the CVB website.
Well, that's fantastic.
That is going to be awesome, and it'll be so easy to track for us. And next week we're going to a seminar on mobile tourism.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay,
you
share.
know, finding things on your, there'll be new apps coming out. So if I'm going to, say, Pittsburgh, I want to put in Pittsburgh, I'm looking for someplace to eat. I'm looking for someplace Italian to eat.
Right. Okay.
And so we've got to get Coshocton out there, too.
Well, that's cool. Well, we hope that this is one more thing that you can promote online about our community, and really appreciate you being here today.
You're welcome. Tell them all goodbye, Raz. Raz is coming home with me, aren't you?
Thanks a lot, Belinda.
Sure.
And thank you, Raz. That wraps up this edition of Coshocton TV Weekly. Appreciate you sticking around and watching for us. We'll be back next Friday at 2 p.m. with another great show here on CoshoctonTV.com. We'll see you